Good morning. Very limited information. This is still unfolding and a lot of details that we don't know. But what I can report is, as you well know, a Pennsylvania state trooper was shot. I have talked to him. He is in stable condition. He's in good spirits, and medical personnel are working with him. I've updated Governor Tom Wolf on the current situation. Police Commissioner Ramsey has also talked to Colonel Blocker, who is the head of the state police. Our thoughts and prayers are with the trooper, but again, he is in stable condition. He was shot, but I did have an opportunity to talk to him before medical personnel took him to his next location. This is, an unfolding situation. Philadelphia Fire Department earlier was also dealing with a fire involving apparently a vehicle and a school bus. There were no children on that school bus. The fire is out, under control, and Fire Department has resumed their service. The location is still considered a crime scene because of what took place out there, the details of which I do not have and not in a position to discuss. The most important thing is the trooper is in stable condition, in good spirits, awake, alert, talking, and that's the most important thing right now.
Mr. Mayor, your exchange with that trooper, what was it?
Well, he asked me how I was doing. I said, well, that's really not the question right now. The question is, how are you doing? And he smiled, and he's he's obviously, trying to deal with the fact that he was just shot, which, is not a good thing. But in any event, brief chat, good conversation. Again, very alert, awake, paying attention to what's going on. He's well aware of what has happened, and he's in getting great care here at Hahnemann.
Did he tell you about the exchange with the gunman?
No. There was no discussion about that. That's for other people to deal with. I was just asking him about how he was.
Was he alone by himself or with another trooper?
I don't have any details on that.
Mayor, there's a man in custody right now, but are there anyone else the police are looking for?
I don't have any details on that either. Again, it was just a brief encounter with the trooper, concerned about his state of being, his welfare, and that's the primary focus at the moment. Police Department, Pennsylvania State Police, they're dealing with all the issues and the aftermath of what took place out there this morning. All right, thanks.